Uh, this is Amnesia. I'm doing this right at like maybe an hour after I did the Last of Us video. So like, ooh, this is gonna be spooky. I got the lights off. I don't have a face cam, but I'm just gonna go for it. Andrew, he's getting sushi. He'll probably join in on this game, but I'll do this one. Oh man, this is gonna be spooky. This is gonna get spooky real quick. I've only seen bits and pieces of Amnesia. I've never seen like the entire thing. The spider. Hold on, let me turn this all the way up. Oh, the slider. There, it's barely visible. Oh man, this is gonna be spooky.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Apparently I'm Daniel. Some weird looking blood. Oh man, I'm getting vertigo. This is spooky. Very good. man. Oh man, the nostalgia. If anyone had ever watched like original PewDiePie, this is exactly what it felt like. Like watching him go through the game for the... I watched him play like 2 different things. Like, is he really, when you're looking at this stuff inside the castle, you know, it really can't be trusted. You can't trust those statues. Like, as much as it was just turned into a meme. A slight headache, oh no. A book. This is spooky. I have a whole bunch of oil I need to...
August 1839. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that. One last redeem us both.
That looked like some kind of chemist's office. So I left a letter to myself. Still trying to get used to the controls. So to open the inventory, you press touchpad. Okay, it's touchpad. I'm being followed by a shadow. Something that's like bending reality around around me, trying to, you know, kill me like a living nightmare, I guess. That's ominous and spooky. Good to go to the inner sanctum. Won't budge. Where am I supposed to go then? What was that? Maybe there'll be a key. I need... Ah. Oh, just another tinderbox. Maybe there's a key I need to find. Or a door I missed in here. How much oil am I? Okay, I need to save my oil. Let's just light this area up just a little bit more. No tinder boxes or anything. Let's look over here. Nothing. Still looking good on oil. Or not looking good, looking decent. Maybe... Where am I supposed to go then? There's got to be another place to go. Like another doorway. You see, I've never actually played or watched anyone play Amnesia, so this is like me being actually confused over everything. Hmm. Hmm. Where am I supposed to go?
Hi there, my name is Luis Rodero. I'm mostly the tool programmer, level scripter at times, and perhaps the main reason why the rest of the core team at Fictional Games is pretty much forced to speak English at our internal meeting, as I am the only non-Swede here. Now, what a Spaniard is doing with a bunch of Swedish guys is a whole different story we won't be discussing today. By the way, I will be
Hello
talking
everyone,
about-
my name is Mikael, and I'm the writer for Amnesia, The Dark Descent. I think we can all feel the story kick-starting as we finish the letter from Daniel. The game itself is just filled with confusion, and I think we're really doing the player a service keeping it simple in the beginning. Basically try to take your revenge on Alexander, that is the premise of the game. You don't really need to dive any deeper than that, but hoping that the player will care about the story, they have the entire game in front of them to decide if they think killing Alexander is justified or not.
Oh.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Someone seriously screwed with that door. Now, a wine cellar and a laboratory are both horrible ideas to go places. Rocks again. Let's go to the archives.
May 1839. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ink.
This is really spooky.
To finish this little overview of our tools, I must mention the Material Editor, available both standalone and built into the other editors. The program itself is very simple to use. You have some material types defined by the engine, and you can throw in textures to be used for diffuse, normal maps, height maps, as well as some variables to control specific parameters for a material type. When I was writing it, I could just stare while the preview model rotated around itself and the parallax mapping effect was on when testing, just for fun.
May 1839. My hand today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burnt. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it. I was trapped.
Let's go back in here real quick. I want to see if there are any more tinder boxes.
When I started writing, I had only outlined the framework for the story and the first few levels in the game design document, so I ended up finalizing a lot of material for the first levels, and then when those were done, we planned out the last 2/3 or so. This had a funny effect since I had to not only cater to the story, but to stay true to the stuff I had written for the first levels. Usually you can go back and forth while writing and change things, but if you have already recorded voices, you really shouldn't because of the costs. So the first text really shaped the rest of the material in an interesting way, and made them matter in a way I hadn't thought about. I really like how this thickens the story elements, as I am able to jump back into the material and keep using and reinforcing certain concepts. Agrippa is of course the most extreme effect of this method, which grew from a small reference to becoming one of the most important characters in the game.
Here and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
May 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety. Grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
So I suppose when that happened, the relic that, he broke must, unlock something, since he had knowledge of something. A rock. This will keep us safe. Not breakable by hand. What if it's breakable by rock? Or night helmet? Yeah, I'm not looking too hot on oil. I need to take it easy.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Actually, how's my sanity doing? Okay, just a slight headache, that's okay. Oh, so the study's locked. Okay, that's the wine cellar key. God.
Scattered throughout the game, you can see some signs written in Latin. The reason for using it is that it was considered a language of culture and science, as most scientific and philosophy authors wrote their works and treatises in it. As we are dealing with a castle dwelled by a pretty smart guy that has been around since the Renaissance period, Latin all around the place was something we should expect. Being the only guy in the team that had a direct contact with Latin, in high school to be more precise, well, it was kind of logical that any translation to be done would have my name on it. Translating stuff into Latin.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
What's happening? Oh, feels like my chest is going to burst.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Huh. Alright, I guess that'll be my cue to go.